This is the Dairy Creek Golf Course pump house and pump station in San Luis Obispo, California. Over the last few months, we've been trying to convert this facility into what we consider our new zero waste or compost facility. We have these two earth tub composters that we've been given by the Integrated Waste Management Authority here within our county. They're large 3 cubic yard vessels that can compost food waste and other green waste materials into a fantastic compostable material. Here we'll open the top and show you the inside. You can get a view in there of the different materials that are inside with our auger system back there in the back. You can rotate this top and mix these contents up really well. This morning when we opened this vessel up, the temperatures were in the neighborhood of 160 to 175 degrees temperature inside. So you can see we've got two of them. They're hooked up with our electrical platform here. We have our 3 bins over here where we can control or contain all of our materials. This is our most recent batch of compost that's been taken out, and it's curing right now. It's actually almost all completely cured to where we can utilize it on the golf course or utilize it to make our compost tea. Here we've got some grass clippings and then some other wood chip materials that we'll use in our compost. Let's go around over here. We'll check out the vermiculture and our compost tea brewer. Still under construction back in this area, so excuse the mess. But here we have our worm bin. So we've got hundreds of pounds of worms in, and we can compost food and other materials rather quickly. They're rather efficient organisms. So you can see we've got a bunch of lettuce and vegetable material on top here right now. And you dig down inside of here, you can see the compost that's in there that they've created already. All the wigglers that are in there. We're in the process right now of creating our compost tea brewer. We brewed our first batch yesterday. We're in the process of building a platform around the outside of it so that we can get community groups and other organizations up there to check out our operation and utilize this facility as kind of a demonstration unit. So let's walk around here and we'll get up on top of this deck and take a look inside the machine. First we'll take a look at the underworkings of the operation to see how this thing operates actually. So you can see here we have a little motor here that produces bubbles that aerates our compost tea up above. It takes a line up above and puts bubbles down inside. We have our disposal or our exit port here where we utilize this expandable hose to fill up our spray rigs so that we can take the compost tea, directly put it into our spray equipment and spray that across the golf course. Primarily right now we're utilizing the golf course greens and some experimental purposes. This is the container that we actually use to contain our compost and worm castings actually to create our compost tea. And this is dunked inside and actually steeped just like you would tea at your own home in a tea pot. So let's go up top and take a look. This vessel is actually an old water unit that was on a reclaimed water system that we used to spray down our equipment with. With our salty water, it degraded the equipment. We did save the vessel, and now we're utilizing this as our 500-gallon compost tea brewer. So the good thing is it has a nice lid that fits securely on the top. We'll remove that. And down inside of here you can see our air plates down there that produce all the air. It comes in through this tube here from the motor down below and then circulates up through the body or the column of water. We can fill this up, like I say, it's a 500-gallon brewer. We can put any amount in there that we want to. Right now we're utilizing 200 gallons of water that we're utilizing to spray on our greens. That allows us to put out the right amount and the rate that we need to within our spray program. This bar up above here with the chain dangling from it is actually where we hang that 5-gallon container that we use to actually put the compost material into, so that we can then steep this into a tea. So we brew this over 24 to 48 hour period. At the end of that time, we have some beautiful compost tea that we can then go out and treat our golf course in an effort to try and reduce our water usage, our pesticide usage, and chemicals overall.